guys, happy Tuesday. If we haven't met, I am Erica Champion Wise, and I get to come and hang out with you just about every day. It's not always every day, but frequently I get to come and hang out with you, and we get to talk life stuff, mindset stuff, and that sort of thing. And today we get to talk. Oh, we gotta talk. I titled this one, What to Do When You Are a People Pleaser and People Don't Like You. Do you like that title? Did you like that title? What to do when you're a people pleaser and people don't like you. So if you will, you can go ahead and share this. The more the merrier, because I know there's lots of me out there. There it is. I am a recovering people pleaser. I am a recovering people pleaser. That's what I'm saying, because I am overcoming that. I have overcome that. I'm working on it. And so if you are a people pleaser or a recovering people pleaser, this is for you. So say hi, say me, and go ahead and share this one. Share this one on your timeline, because this is very important. I'm going to try and keep it short, because I'm just going to try. So I don't know about you guys, but I have studied the Enneagram for many years, long before it became popular. And I learned a long time ago that I am a type 2. I am a helper, and I love who I am. I am a servant. I have a servant's heart. I show up to serve. It's joy for me to serve and help people. And I just love it. I really do. I truly, truly do. And so people are life. People are joy for me and those sorts of things. But I have a dark side to that, in that I need people to love me so much that I break my own character, that I break my own morality in order for people to love me. And all the people pleasers out there say yes and amen, because that's what we do. In that, we don't stand up for ourselves because we need the room to like us. Or we don't say what it is that we need to say. We don't speak out against something that is an injustice or this, that, or the other, because we need people to like us. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm going to tell you what. You're okay if that is you. I tell myself all the time, I am okay. I am overcoming this. And that's why I said I am a recovering people pleaser, because I am overcoming this. Overcoming this. And so it's been a battle. It's been a journey. It's been an adventure. And I don't have all the answers, because I still get it wrong. I still get it very wrong sometimes. I compromise my character often. I bite my tongue still very often, but I'm working on it. So I'm just going to tell you some of the things that I do. Some of the things that I do that work for me. Number one, I tell myself I'm not pizza or ice cream. And I'm not. I'm a snack, but I'm not pizza or ice cream. People love pizza or ice cream. And so I can't be loved by everyone all the time. And I have to tell myself that Erica, there's going to be people out there who just simply don't like you. There's gonna be people out there who don't want to hear what you have to say. There's gonna be people out there who are just flat out mean to you just because it's you. There's gonna be someone on the other side of the screen who doesn't like how my voice sounds. There's gonna be someone on the other side of the screen who thinks that it's really stupid that I get on Facebook Live and put on my makeup. There's gonna be someone on the other side of the screen who doesn't like redheads. There's gonna be someone on the other side of my screen who's just having a shit-tastic day, and they're gonna take it out on me. And that's their problem. That's the second thing I tell myself. That's their problem. I know I am awesome. I know I am fabulous. I know that there are people out there who would pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to be in the same room with me. I know that because it's happened. I know that there are consultants in my own company who beg to have just 20 minutes with me. I know that. And I know how great I am. That's the whatever number we're on here. In order to overcome people pleasing, you have to know how great you are. You are amazing. You are fabulous. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are made in the image of our God. You were paid for by the blood of Jesus. You are amazing, and you have to know that, and you have to own that. It's not amazing because you do X, Y, and Z. No, girl, you're just amazing because you're breathing. You're already amazing. You don't have to do anything to be amazing. You don't have to go anywhere to be amazing. You don't have to be anybody to be amazing. You are just amazing because you're alive. And that is where you have to start with this. Because here's the thing. People want to make you feel less than. But if you know who you are and whose you are, they got nothing to say. Amen. End of story right there. If you are confident in who you are, anything that Bozo over there says about you can just roll. But that is where it all has to start. You have to start in your own heart, in your own mind, in your own self. You have to accept and believe that no matter what the idiot next door says about you, you are still fabulous. No matter if someone likes my voice or not, I'm still going to use the voice that I was given to show up. I don't really care. I've had people complain on my social media. They don't like my voice. So I'm like, well, that's your problem. You're missing out on something wonderful. And that is where it all has to start. It has to start with that. And so oftentimes we people pleasers, we learned in childhood to get along. I heard it all the time. I love my parents, but I had to get along in that I couldn't have a different opinion, in that I had to just shut up and go with the flow, in that I had to agree with everything, whether my heart and spirit and mind disagreed with them or not. And you are a grown woman. You are your own woman or man now. You are your own person now. You are no longer that child who has to get along. You are no longer that child who has been told to just shut up and go with the flow. You don't have to do that anymore. And that's what you have to really understand, that, babe, you ain't a little one anymore. Now you're a grown adult. You get to have your own opinions. You get to have your own feelings. You get to be different. So often, we people pleasers, we have to assimilate. We have to be like what is around us in order to feel safe, in order to feel secure, in order to feel connected, in order to feel like we belong to something. That is our ultimate goal. We want to belong. We want to be part of the crowd. We want to be included. We want to be the one they call and say, hey, we're going out for drinks. You want to come? Even if we don't drink. We want to be so desperately included in that group that we will compromise our own beliefs, our own opinions, our own morals. And so I'm going to tell you today, love, you got to stand on what you believe, even if it goes against your crowd. Maybe that's not the crowd for you. If you have to compromise who you are to fit in, that's the wrong crowd. And I know what I'm telling you is so hard because I've had to live it. I can't cry. I'm putting my makeup on. I know what I'm telling you is hard because I've had to live it, because I've had to go it alone, because I've had to face loneliness. I know it. I've lived it, and it breaks you because we so desperately want to be included that the thought of being alone is terrifying. The thought of having no support is what makes us bend and mold and fit in that group that we don't even belong in. I know it. I've lived it. I get it, and it's scary. It is terrifying to think about being alone. It is terrifying to think about having to face the world alone. It's terrifying sometimes to think about having to make decisions alone. I know it. But I'm going to tell you, alone brings freedom. I'm going to tell you that setting your boundary, drawing that line in the sand that says, I am not crossing this no matter what, brings you a personal freedom that you've never experienced in your life, in your entire life. Because up till now, no matter how many years you've lived on this earth, up till now, you've spent your life and let it be dictated by someone else. You've never had your own freedom. You've never decided what you've wanted to do. You've never lived according to your beliefs. You've always mushed yourself into being someone else that you're not truly. And it is time for you to set you free. It is time for you to set you free. That's the rub right there, sweet girl. It's you. It's you. It's not up to someone else in your circle to set you free and be like, you know what? You just go do your own thing. Like that's you. No, it's you. It is on you to decide, okay, look, I don't fit here. I never have fit here. I can be free to be alone for a little while until I find my people. And so I'm going to tell you, I was alone for many months. Many months. I stood alone for many months because I am different. Because I approach the world differently. Because I think differently. Because I do business differently. I do it all very differently. I am my own person, and I have a calling to answer to. And now I have my people. Now on the other side of that, now that I've let go of the wrong people, now I have the right people. Now I have the people who will tell me, who will straight call me out. I get called this morning. You're trying to make everyone like you. This ain't about everybody liking you. This is about being the leader. Leaders don't always get liked. In fact, leaders are pretty much unliked quite a bit of the time. And I want to tell you, as one on the other side, yes, fear the loneliness. That's okay. It is okay to fear being alone, especially when people are your life. I get it, babe. I can't even tell you how much I get that. But on the other side, once you get rid of the wrong people, once you stop trying to fit in a place where you don't even belong, you will find your people. You will find your place. You will find where your morals and your values and your work ethic and your thought is loved, honored, and appreciated. You will find it. It might take you some time. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not discounting that. It took me almost a year. And it was a long, hard, lonely year. But when I was alone, I got to talk to Erica, me, and who I really am, and not the person I was playing, and not the mask I was wearing, and not the group I was trying to fit into. It was a long, lonely time for me. But in that time, I grew. In that time, I began to understand just who I truly am. In that time, I began to understand, accept, and embrace what I am truly here for. Yes, I love my business. Always have. I plan to have another 13 years, paparazzi. Come on now. That's just a random number. We'll go for 43 years. It's fine. But in that time, I learned what I'm really here for. I'm really here for people. I'm really here to love people. And I needed that lonely season to find myself, because I was lost in trying to pretend to be someone else. I was lost in trying to wear someone else's shoes. I was lost in trying to do what she was doing, because she's not me and I'm not her, and I can't show up as her. And I needed that loneliness. And that loneliness, I'm going to tell you the truth, that loneliness is what broke my people pleasing. It hurts. It hurts to be alone. It hurts to feel like no one sees you. Oh my God, it hurts. But it was in that lonely season that I learned to break my people pleasing. And so I want to tell you, if you're in a lonely season, hold on. If you're in a lonely time, hold on. Because in that loneliness, you will find you. In that loneliness, talk to God. In that loneliness, you will find a relationship with our Father that you couldn't have had any other way. Because when in the season before that, you were too busy trying to be someone else. You couldn't hear what God was saying to you. But in this loneliness, in this season of whatever, this is where you can hear the voice of God. This is where he can talk to you. He can tell you what he has for you. He can tell you his vision and his purpose for your life. Because did you know he says, I have plans for you. You, the real you, the authentic you, the you that you're not showing the world, the you that you are afraid to show the world because you're afraid the world won't like you. Here's something I learned that hurt and broke me. The reason we wear a mask, the reason we work so hard to fit in is we are terrified. What if they don't like the real me? I can take it if you don't like mask me, because I know that ain't even real. I know that's a persona. I know that's fake. I know that's not me. But what if I show you the real me and you still don't like me? That, terrifying on a whole different level. I get it. But I'm going to tell you what. I put my walls down, and my team can attest to this. I put my walls down this year. And my word of 2020 is vulnerability. And it is vulnerable. Oh boy, it is vulnerable to show your real heart, to show your real self, to talk about who you really are. And this year has been the best I've ever had. Not only has my paycheck gone up, but my friend level has gone up. Because I have shown my true self. I have brought in and attracted deep friends. I have seen the level of friendships that I have exponentially grow. I have seen my supporters know how to support me now. Now that I've let them in, they know what to do. They know when I have bad days. Because as a people pleaser, we don't show people when we're struggling because we think that they're going to judge us. But then we get mad because no one knows how to support us. Well, that's our fault because we ain't letting them in. I mean, it's just a vicious, bad cycle there. And so I want to encourage you, whatever part you're in, if you're still in the part of people pleasing and you're afraid of loneliness, it's okay to be afraid. Do it anyway. It's okay. It's normal. It's natural to be afraid. Do it anyway. Step into the loneliness and understand that that is where you're going to meet your true self, who you truly are. That is where you're going to meet God for who he truly is. If you're in the lonely season right now, I encourage you, press on, push through, up level where you are, grow a different level of friendships. Because on the other side of this, the woman that you're destined to be, she's waiting on you. She's waiting on you to step into your true self so that you can celebrate who you truly are. It might be a hard journey. Mine was hard. But it's worth every minute. It's worth every late night crying. It's worth every time feeling like I'm never going to fit in. It was worth every person who was cruel to me because they didn't understand me. It was worth every mean comment. It was worth every time I went misunderstood because I know who I am. I know whose I am, and I stand in that power. Like me or don't, I love me. Like me or don't, I have a calling, a vision, and a purpose given by God Himself, and I will accomplish it for His glory and my good. But you don't get to this point unless you go through all of the other stuff. I needed the lonely season to break off what didn't serve me. I needed the lonely season to let go of who I wasn't so I could become who I am. You may need that too. Hang in there. Push through. It is worth it. And then I'm going to tell you what, on the other end, people are still going to test you. People are going to test you. But here's the thing. They can test you all they want. That doesn't change who you are. Stand firm. You may need to go through the lonely season so you'll learn how to stand up for yourself. Because people are not going to stop walking on you. But you can remove the doormat. If you feel walked on, if you feel taken for granted, if you feel overlooked, this is yourself saying, hey, listen to me, pay attention to me. So listen to you, pay attention to you, and know that you can become an overcoming people pleaser too. You can break this. You are wonderful. You are awesome. You are so worthy. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope that this encourages you. I hope that if you're afraid, you'll take the leap anyway. And I hope if you're lonely, hang on. Loneliness does not last forever. It doesn't. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you later.